Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of From a Mother to Another. And this is your host, CND Banerjee. And this is where you get to hear from awesome moms across the world. And today, we have two awesome moms joining from India. So please join me in welcoming Megha and Smita to this show. Hi, ladies. How are you guys
Hi.
doing?
Hi. Hi.
Thank you. How
Awesome,
about
awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So let's start with a round of introduction. Smita?
Yeah, hi, this is Meeta here, and I'm working as a teacher and planning to start my career as a HR also because I'm pursuing MBA here. And the main thing is my passion is teaching, and like now I'm in a like little bit of social work, and I would like to teach now special kids.
Okay.
So that was my plan. So now let's see what will happen. So I'm trying in that, and
Awesome.
I have a son. Yeah, he's in 10th grade now.
Okay.
So that is a big challenge for us now.
Sure. Awesome. Thank you. Megha?
hi. I'm Megha. I'm living in Jaipur, Rajasthan right now. I'm a textile engineer and also I did my certification course in fashion designer. So I have an online boutique of handloom and handcrafted saris
Okay.
in the name of Woven Tales, Your Ethnic Wardrobe. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram with the same name.
Nice.
That's Woven Tales, Your Ethnic Wardrobe. And we do international shipping also. So check out my collection on the page.
Absolutely.
And apart from that, I have two kids. My younger one is 2 years, and my daughter is 4 years old now. So, yeah, that's pretty much
Awesome.
about me.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so you guys were in US for some time, and then you moved back, and there are so many moms out here who has done the same or is planning to do the same. So if you can give me a little context about your particular situation, right? Like when did you move back, and things like that, that would be great. Megha, do you want to get started?
Yeah, sure. So I was there in US from last 8 years. I moved in 2011 and was there till 2019. So we moved to India 6 months before only. And decision was not very difficult for us because we were very much prepared that we have to move because my husband, he's a doctor by profession,
Mhm.
and he wanted to come back. He is like very much emotionally attached with his family.
Sure.
So we were prepared that, and kids were also prepared. So my kids like adjusted very well here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Awesome. So you're still adjusting to India because it has been only
Yeah,
6 months,
it's
right?
like pretty much recently only we moved. We moved around like
Okay.
6 months before only. So yeah,
Right.
kind of adjusting now.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Smita, how about you?
Yeah, we were in US 10 years before also, like in 2004 to 2005 and 6 we were there. So
Right.
that time my son was very small, so we were not faced any issues. And after a long gap of 10 years, we again moved in 2016, and
Okay.
last year we came back. Yeah, but that time it was a little crucial for us because my son was in high school,
Okay.
and
Right.
because of the visa issues and ups and downs in all these things, so we have decided to move back. Actually, my husband is still there because still issues are going on, extension is going on.
Sure.
So because of my son, I may have to come back. And it was
Right.
his decision mainly
Sure.
because of his education, because he has observed in India and in US situation is
Okay.
totally difficult,
Right.
right?
Right.
So yeah, and he was like quite old enough to understand all these things.
Right.
So he has taken the decision that I want to do my undergraduate in India only. So
Right.
that's why I taken yeah decision, and I came with him.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
now he is appearing 10th grade.
Okay.
Exams are over. Yeah.
So how did your kid, because that he's an older kid, how did he take the decision, or how did he react to that
Yeah,
decision?
the starting 3 4 months was very crucial for him because
Sure.
of studies and all. Like India, you know that it's very high level, and in
Right.
US it was not that high grade, like education wise. So he had lots of gap. But as he studied in India before, so he could adjust now, and he is doing very well now.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So, Megha, your kids are younger though, but was there something like, in time when you took the decision to move back, did they react to that, or were they too young to actually do so?
Yeah, the like my son, he is too young, and right, I mean, at that time he was like 14 months or so. So it didn't make any difference to him. But my daughter actually, she when I was like when she was two only, she started her daycare school. So it was like it took little bit time for us to convince her. The only reason she was not ready were her friends. She didn't
Ah,
want her friends. So that was the only concern she had. And then
right.
now, after coming back to India, she has lots of friends here. So she is quite happy now.
Right,
So yeah.
right, absolutely. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So when you moved back, right, were there any kind of social challenges or anything really that for a mom with younger kids, is there anything from a mother perspective or a kid's perspective, really, any kind of social challenges were there? Um, like I know,
Uh,
yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I don't like for me, I don't feel any that type of challenges or anything because actually my family is here in Jaipur. Like my
Okay,
in-laws are here, and my parents are also living nearby only, like not in the
okay,
same city, but they are
right,
close too.
okay,
So yeah, I mean, right now, as I said, that right now, like presently, also we are just adjust, like we are adjusting only. So
right,
for me, it's like after 10 years finding a good friend here, it's like because all my friends are like some are settled in abroad
sure,
and some are like settled in different cities. So
yeah.
for me, yeah, to get socially active, it's a little
Mm-hmm.
bit difficult. Like I
Right,
won't say difficult, but yeah, I'm still finding time to do so to make social connections because
right.
my husband he's like right now he's in a different city and I am here in Jaipur with my kids, so I don't find time to be like more social active.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the thing, yeah. And that's what I think that in US you get more time to be like more socially active. And of course, I was like very fitness freak when I was in US, but now here I'm not getting time
Getting time.
to,
Absolutely.
yeah, for that other activities. So yeah.
Right. 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 Thank you. So Smita, I know you talked about some of the challenges from an education perspective for your son, right? But were there any kind of social challenges, like when he came back? Did he already know all the people around him, or like how was it difficult to make friends, or can you talk a little about that?
Yeah, so actually, we are staying here with my family. So that place was not new for me because I born and brought up in Aurangabad also.
Okay.
And my son, like we both are like social animal. You can say we can mingle people very easily.
Oh, that's
And
good.
and the main thing was like after every 2 to 3 years, we actually moved. In India also, we don't
Okay.
stay at one place for more than 2 or 3 years. That's our maximum. So we have habit of going to new place, get adjusted, make new friends. And
Sure.
the good thing is like I have very huge like friend groups because my older friends will be there and the new friends are adding. So that's very good part
Sure.
for my life. So I
Absolutely.
don't think so on social. It was little bit with my son because he's a teenager. So in US, little bit he felt, but now he's fine.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And I wanted to ask you something because, from my education perspective, because I think that a lot of moms worry about, when their older kids go back, what kind of things that they need to know from an education perspective, like what kind of schools and how can they prepare for this transition to Indian schools, from US schools to Indian schools, and you have went through that. So if you can throw some light or talk about it, or any kind of things that you want to bring up or you want moms to know, that would be great.
Yeah. I work actually as a counselor also, and I was in teaching industry for a long time.
Okay.
So I can tell you that the main problem is syllabus, because in US they don't force us and they don't give too much burden on kids, right? But India's situation is very much different, because they have lots of challenges, they have lots of work pressure, study pressure, you can say, and everyone is smart here. Everyone goes to school. After that, they go for classes for 2 to 3 hours. Their life is like that, and if we want to go in this, we have to be prepared that kids should handle that. My suggestion is, if you stay like more than 3 to 4 years in US, then if you're planning to move back with your kids, especially older kids, then try to go for IT board, because that's an international board. So they have curriculum like international stage, and they have little bit less of pressure here. So I think that's an option. If your kids can handle the pressure, then go for these course like teachers board and all. But it's really very tough as compared to US.
Okay.
Math, they have very high level.
Okay.
So, like, because in our case, my son was there for 2 years only in US. Earlier, he studied in India. So for us, it's little easy to manage.
Easier.
So, yeah, if your kids are there for more years, it's really tough for them. But IG board is very good. They can go for that. So they don't have problem of languages, because in India, yeah, they have to go for 2 to 3 languages. English, anyway, they can manage. But the other languages, it's little tough for them.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Good points. So, Megha, yeah, your kids were young, and but were they were in some kind of activities in US, kind of extracurricular activities, or if they were they able to do that in India? Do you have time with, as Smita talked about, challenges or like, academic pressure in India? Do they still have time? Can they still continue, or how do you manage everything in their schedule?
So, like when I was in US, my daughter, she started her swimming lessons.
Okay.
And she was doing pretty good in that. But after coming back to India, I was just planning to like enroll her, and like when I moved, that time I was thinking that I'll just continue her with her swimming lessons. But still, I'm just planning on that. So yeah, right now I didn't, because here in India at this age, like she just turned 4 in February. So yeah, when we moved, she was around 3 years and a half, like so, like that. In that age, here in India, nobody was ready to take her like for swimming lessons. Everybody told me that she's too young. She's too young.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the reason we didn't continue. And now she's 4, so now I'm planning to enroll her for swimming lessons and start her classical dances classes too.
Nice.
So yeah, she's not right now. She's not into any extracurriculum activities. She just school and then
Okay. Good. So one thing is, like, you guys moved back, and is there anything in particular that you miss about the US, Megha? Anything really?
I miss a lot. Like the first major thing I miss is like my husband's time, because as I told you, he is a doctor by profession. So when we were in US, his work schedule was like 1 week working, 1 week off. So he used to get 1 full week off, and he used to spend a lot of time with us. And now here in India, it's like he is living in a different city, and we are in like in a different city. And he sometimes he comes on weekends, sometimes he even don't come on weekends too. So yeah, that is the first major thing we miss. That here, I think the working like the work atmosphere is totally different from US. Other than that, I'll say that is the major thing, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
that
Okay.
of course, yeah. Of course, I'll say that after moving to India, like we have some advantages too, like how we get lot like house help and everything. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think both the countries has their own pros and cons. So yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Good point. How about you, Smita?
Yeah, my opinion is also the same because there we get lots of family time,
Sure.
and because in India it's not possible here. But
Absolutely.
as I miss my family there, I can be with them now for more
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my husband is there, so still we have that thing, the gap. And actually, I got very good friends there, so I'm
Okay.
missing them also, and
Sure.
especially the cleanliness that
Yeah.
everything you can feel here in India.
Right. Right.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, that is the
Okay. So both of you are single moms for now, like single quote unquote, right? So you guys are managing everything from your work outside to home and the kids, everything. There must be thousands of challenges for that. Can you, highlight a couple challenges for single moms in India? Because people nowadays it has become a lot of time. People are doing pursuing that kind of situations, right? Because they have people have job in different country, different cities in within India, and they want to see like how being a single mom in India, again, single quote unquote single mom in India works out. So, Smita, can you talk about some of the challenges or how do you handle those so that people who
yeah.
are trying to make a decision can use those as inputs and evaluate those?
As you said, there are thousands of challenges,
Sure.
especially with teenager kid. You can understand they have lots of things to do.
Absolutely. Right.
So, yeah, in India they have very big school timing, big classes timing. So everywhere we need to go here. Even our working hours are more here.
Right.
So that's yeah, I quit the job like 3 4 months back because of my son because I was not able to take him everywhere because
Right.
I can't leave him alone also like everywhere
Absolutely.
you
Yeah.
go. Like, they
Right.
have lots of things to do and my son is in that situation. Like he likes to do everything. So everywhere it's not possible to leave him alone, but you go by
Right.
your own because like you go by your alone or go
Oh,
with your vehicle. So that also I don't feel comfortable. So I
right.
just decide to quit the job and everywhere take him, pick him, and that is the main challenge. Then studies also they feel lots of pressure here.
Sure.
So to overcome them, they need our help, like
Right.
especially
Absolutely.
mental peace, which we want in India and which we had in US. So that is a big difference with
Yeah.
teenager kids, especially that
Yeah.
their emotional, especially without father here. So that is also
Right.
the very much challenge for
Yeah.
us. Other
Right.
things can improve overcome. These emotional challenges I feel are more.
Right, right, absolutely. And then you don't have one solution, right, for them, right, for these emotional
The other
challenges.
things we can manage, like outside things we can really manage, but this I feel it's more challenging for me.
Right, right, yeah. Okay. How about you, Megha? You manage a business. You have two kids. How do manage the challenges associated with it?
Yeah, so like I can share a recent experience of
Sure.
mine. So like last week only I had an exhibition. It was out of my city. It was in Indore, and it's like by train it's like 8 hours journey.
Okay.
So at that time, like I didn't have any option to leave my kids. So I took them there with me. And actually, it's I think in India the biggest support you have is your parents.
Absolutely. Yep.
So,
No doubt.
yeah, I called my parents also to the city, and then I left my kids with them for 2 days, and I went
Right.
for the exhibition. I did my business exhibition there,
Right.
and like, yeah, it was for my kids also. It was like very first time when they were like separated from me for like 10, 12 hours. But yeah, they did pretty much good. They managed somehow to be apart from that. Apart from that, it sometimes it's like very difficult to manage everything like business and then kids and then household things, also household chores you need to manage, like
Right.
all other small things, like grocery and everything. But I think in India nowadays it's becoming little bit easy, like you can order grocery and everything online.
Okay.
And biggest blessing we have is like housemates. So
Absolutely.
yeah, of course, I mean, I think without them I cannot survive now. So yeah, that's really like that's very helpful to have somebody to help you. I really
Right.
appreciate her. I always like I have one full-time nanny for my kids, so
Okay.
she's nice. Yeah, she takes care of them like very nicely. So I really appreciate her for that. But yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So before I let you guys go, I wanted you to give any suggestion or any recommendation that you have for moms who are planning to move back home, because there have been a lot of situations. Take it like visa or any kids' education or anything, right? And there are parents who are considering to move back. And also, one of the causes would be, to be close to family, right? But there
Mhm.
is this unknown, the fear of unknown, which is associated with that, right? And then I think your inputs, moms or parents who have done that, would really help them. So if there's one advice, or you can have more, I don't, it's okay. Uh, if you have for moms or parents who are planning to move back, what would that be? Smita?
Yeah. I would say if you are planning to move, you're really welcome because the moms are very strong. So we can manage everything. That
Right.
is, I'm sure that we'll manage. And the main thing is if we want to again move back to US, that's very easy. Anytime we can go from here. But while coming from there to India, really think twice because, if with older kids, it's very difficult for kids. We can manage very it's not
Right.
our attention wise, like if your kids are below like fifth standard or that thing, then no need to think. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're like teenager or something, so really think. And typically there is lots of like easy thing if you are planning from here to there. In US, it's very managed.
Right.
And if you stayed in India for some years, then I think Indians can live anywhere. So that is not an issue.
Right.
The
Right.
moms are yeah,
Yeah.
moms are really strong enough to manage everything. Only the
Yeah. Absolutely.
thing twice I said, but if you have made a plan, you are really welcome. You can really enjoy here. That is not an issue. And the big support will be with our mates and with
Absolutely.
our family. Won't
Yeah.
get in US. The plus point here.
Yeah. And
So
I
some
believe,
problems,
yeah.
yeah, every situation. So it's our lifetime decision. So if
Right.
you
Right.
think like that here and don't go back, that's fine. Even I'm thinking to coming back again.
Okay.
Maybe if we get extension, yeah, within 2-3 months, I will again come back.
Okay.
So let's see now. We are there to help, kind of help if
All right.
people get. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. I think
yeah,
and yeah, that's a very good point that you made, that if you want to come back to US, then you can, because it is possible, right? So because some people think that, okay, why we go there, can we come back, or how will that be if we think that,
yeah.
India, it's not working, we want to come back, right?
In
Right.
any age, like any age kids, you can really go back to US. And the main thing is the curriculum timing
Sure.
because in India school will get over. US
Right.
school will get start in will get through 2-3 months gap, so that
Mhm.
is very beneficial.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's a very good point too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
because I have faced this, so I was very happy that my son got like 5 months break that
sure.
time.
Right.
We can easily adjust in that months.
Right, right. Awesome, awesome. Very good points. Um, Megha, how about you? What advice do you have for this kind of parents?
Yeah, I will say if you made a strong decision and if you're like, if you really want to move back, then just move. Don't think much about it. As I mentioned earlier, also like both the countries has their own pros and cons.
Yeah.
So there are some plus, and of course there are some minus.
Right.
But nowadays in India, I think the life is good. It's more, I won't say that it's like, because as I mentioned, that working hours are difficult here and
Right.
working atmosphere like little bit different from US.
Right.
But yeah, but I think it's not that difficult to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
Once you will move back, you will definitely face these initially you will face these difficulties, but after once you get in the system, everything will be like easy. So
Right.
just don't think much about it. If you really want to move back, if you made a strong decision, then just do it. And of course, if you don't like it, then of course you can move back. You always have
Right.
an option to do that.
Sure.
So I
Sure.
think that we should take a chance. If we really want to move, we should take a chance. And of course, if we will talk about kids, so it's my understanding. I think that kids' development is like more like fully development is here in India because they get more socially active, social contacts, and like
Right.
if they live near to family, close to family, their development is more good.
Right.
So, but of course, it's my thought. I don't know.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, so I of course like if yeah, if your kids will be younger, they will be easily adjusted.
Right.
Here in
Yeah.
India, it won't be that difficult to move
Mm-hmm.
with younger kids. But with older kids also, if your kid is ready and if you are ready, then you
Mm-hmm.
should take this move. You should try this move.
Right. Yep. Yep. Very good points. Thank you, ladies, so much. I really appreciate the time you guys took out to be in this show. I'm sure it's not easy with everything going on around with your life. So thank you so much and have a good
Thank you
night.
for having us on the show, Sandy. Thank you.
Bye.